I want to give a special shout out to all my patrons, my Bibliospran, Bibliohowlers, and Bibliomancers. Thank you so much for supporting my hobby and passion even more. It means so much to me. Hi everyone, Petrik here. Today's video will be my monthly book haul. So today I will be showing you all the 16 books that I got within the month of July. But before I talk about all the books that I got this month, let me just be honest. I need to do a book ban. I really need to do a book ban for myself. I mean, I love buying books, but my spending on books this year is just too much. It is too much, and you will see soon why. So I'm gonna challenge myself here, and if I fail, you all are welcome to judge me. Seriously, actually, seriously do judge me if I fail. There are still some books that haven't arrived to my place that I have purchased, so those doesn't count. But starting from now, starting from today, I won't be buying books at least until the end of September. And I will not lie, if I fail, I will show it on the next book haul video. But if I succeed, on the next book haul video you see starting from today until, let's say, the end of September, will be all the books that I received from my friends, publishers, or authors. Or the books that I have bought before this video is posted but haven't arrived yet. That's it. I need to do this for myself, seriously. I am not rich and I really need to control myself. And with that in mind, I will show you the first reason why I need to do this. And that is the Jade of Janloon. Yeah, this book, as I said, I mean, I loved it. I have done a full review for this one and I don't regret buying this novella. But this novella, as I said in my book review, it costs $72. So yeah, it is insanely expensive and there is no interior artworks. So I bought this without thinking because I am a die-hard fan of Fonda and the Green Bone Saga. So yeah, I don't regret this and I love this novella. But this is one of the reasons why I need to control my spending, because spending $72 on a single novella is just beyond me. It's too much. But regarding this book, this is the prequel novella to the Green Bone Saga. But whether you have started the Green Bone Saga or not, I think you can treat the Jade of Janloon as an appetizer or as a dessert to the Green Bone Saga, and I think it will work well. Both options will work really well, and I really love this cover art done by Charis Look. It's amazing. I think this is the cover art that the Green Bone Saga totally deserves. And now let's talk about the second reason why I need to control my spending, and that is Warbreaker. Yeah, this is Warbreaker Leatherbound by Sanderson. Right now, this edition, Warbreaker Leatherbound edition, is probably the second or the first most beautiful book that I own right now. It's certainly on par with the book of the New Sun Folio Society edition. I think I will do a review for this edition eventually, but for now, take a look at this. This is gold spray edges. And yeah, I love Nightblood at the back cover and also at the front cover. And inside this, there is so many interior artworks. And look at this end paper done by Santos. It's absolutely beautiful. And this is the back end paper. So gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, inside this one, there are so many interior artworks. I'm going to show you a few. This is one. Nice. It's pretty. And also every chapter actually begins with a beautiful drop cap done by Django. Hold on, like this one. This is for the letter S, and for every single letter that starts the chapter, there is a unique art done by Django. And yeah, I love Django. Django has done multiple foreign cover art for books by Sanderson, and they all look absolutely stunning. Oh, and hold on, I'm going to show you one more artwork before I close this one. Ta-da! See, it is so beautiful. I will be doing a reread of Warbreaker probably next year, and I will be using this edition for sure, because as I said, when I buy a special edition, I don't want it to just sit on my bookshelves. I want to actually use it for reading purpose. Now, the Jade of Janloon costs $72 with shipping. This one, with shipping, costs $165. So just from buying this one and also Jade of Janloon, I have spent $230 for 2 books. That is so irresponsible of me. I mean, it makes me happy, but again, yeah, I'm not at the stage where I can spend that much money on 2 books. And that's it. These are the only 2 books that I bought this month, but I have spent so much just because of these 2 books. So I'm happy and sad about it. I'm happy because these 2 books are books that I love and they are absolutely gorgeous, but at the same time, I have spent too much money on just 2 books. But I did buy one more book, but this is for manga, and this one costs only $3. Yeah. So this is the 8th volume of the Record of Ragnarok, a manga series that I enjoy reading about. If you love action-packed story or manga series, then I think this manga will be suitable for you, because this manga, it's all about the actions, but the emotions, the execution, everything was so well done in my opinion. Do not look for historical accuracy in this manga series though. It is so far from being accurate. So that's all the books that I bought this month. Regarding quantity, it's actually quite good. Oh, by the way, the Jade Scepter of Janloon, I actually pre-ordered that in January. So yeah, it just arrived this month. But this month, I received one book sent to me by my co-blogger, and it is Speaking Bones by Ken Liu. I think some of you have seen my rant about this spine. Ugh, this spine. Yeah, but yeah, I love this series. I love this series, and I'm going to be reading this next month. I'm actually in the middle of reading The Veiled Throne right now, so yeah, and I'm enjoying it very much. It's just a shame that this, the 4th book in the Dandelion Dynasty, and this is the final book in the Dandelion Dynasty series, has such a badly designed spine. I still cannot believe that Saga Press actually ruined the cover design on the spine of the last book in the series. Come on! But you know what? I have done an entire rant video about the cover design on Speaking Bones. Now I'm just going to say that I hope that this book will deliver a masterful conclusion to the Dandelion Dynasty series. And now I'm going to show you all the self-published fantasy books that I got this month, and there are 8 books. I'm going to begin with The Blood of the Outcast by Daniel Smith. Yeah, I got this one actually last month, but I forgot to show it in my video, so I'm going to show it now. I think this cover art looks beautiful. This is a Japanese-inspired fantasy, and I haven't read this one. I heard from the author himself that the main character is very unlikable, so I think I will have to make sure that I'm prepared, or maybe in the right reading mood to read this kind of story. But I usually love reading Japanese-inspired fantasy, so I hope I will love this one. Also, this hardcover actually features a new cover art done by the artist Martin Motet, and I think it looks beautiful. It looks much more beautiful compared to the previous edition, without a doubt. And of course, because this is a self-published fantasy hardcover, as you can probably guess, the naked hardcover looks super stunning. Yeah, it's just the cover art without the typography, but okay, hold on. But yeah, it looks pretty. See? I've talked about this plenty of times in my book haul videos, but I really love this trend of featuring only the cover art on the naked hardcover. I think it looks pretty. See? It really displays the cover art in all its glory sometimes. And then the next self-published fantasy book that I got is a novella, and this is Starbinder by Mark Timony. This is the prequel novella to The Blood of the Spear. And I haven't read this one. I haven't even read The Blood of the Spear, but I heard from the author that it should be possible to actually start your journey with the series An Eye of Eternity by reading this novella. And of course, if you want to read the ebook, I think, if I'm not mistaken, you can actually sign up to the author's newsletter and you can get Starbinder for free. So yeah, make sure to do that. And from what I've heard, this series should be suitable for those who love the Wheel of Time. And yes, the author is a die-hard fan of the Wheel of Time. And just like The Blood of the Outcast, the naked hardcover feature a different cover art. Hold on. Ta-da! This is the symbol of the main series. As you can probably see, this is kind of similar to the Wheel of Time logo. And the next book that I got is another novella, and it is The Battle That Was Lost by Michael S. Jackson. This is the prequel novella to the Ringlander series. So this book, this novella, takes place before The Path and the Way, and I haven't read it. Just like The Blood of the Spear, I also haven't read The Path and the Way. My TBR pile is just too insane. It is too insane. It's so hard to juggle everything that I want to read. Philip Chase has actually done a great review on The Path and the Way, so if you're interested in checking out the book, I highly suggest you to check out Philip Chase's review on it. Then the next book that I got is a gorgeous one, and I have done an unboxing video on this, and it is Chasing Graves by Ben Gelly. This is the hardcover edition, and I have showcased this book on my unboxing video, so I won't talk about this one too much. But this is the first book in Chasing Graves trilogy. The cover art is done by Chris Colt, and the cover design is done by Sean T. King. And again, let me just show you a bit of the naked hardcover, because yeah, this looks pretty, right? And every chapter begins with a monochrome cover art of the book. See? Every chapter begins with a page looking like this. It looks so pretty and creepy. I love it. It looks so good. And of course, I've heard a lot of great things about Chasing Graves from my co-bloggers and a lot of reviewers whose opinions that I trust. And Just like Chasing Graves, another book that I have showcased in my unboxing video is again by Bengali, and it is the written illustrated edition. And yeah, this is, at this moment, is the most beautiful self-published fantasy hardcover that I own. It's just super stunning. Just like Chasing Graves, I won't spend too much time talking about this edition, but if you haven't checked out this edition yet, because I forgot to mention this in my unboxing video, so next month there will be a Kickstarter for the second book, an illustrated edition as well. And for those of you who missed your chance of getting this one on the first Kickstarter, this is your chance, because at the second Kickstarter it will be possible for you to actually get this one as well. And believe me that you want to get it. It is absolutely beautiful. Look at this spray edges, look at the runes painted on the back cover, and of course I'm going to show you the interior artwork again. Tada, this is just one of them, and there are a lot of interior artworks inside this book. I cannot wait to actually read this one. This is actually Bengali's debut, so I don't expect that this will be as well written as Chasing Graves, but I think my friends have actually told me that they really enjoyed this Norse-inspired epic fantasy. Then the next self-published fantasy book I got is another one with a lot of gorgeous interior artworks that I didn't expect, and it is The Legend of Blackjack by A.R. Witham. So Andrew, my friend from Andrew Wizardly Read, has done a gush review for The Legend of Blackjack. And from the premise, I think this is a framing narrative. And you know my thoughts about framing narrative, just like the first binding. So I think I will have a great time with this one. And if I'm not mistaken, the author has told me that this is a standalone novel. So a great standalone novel is rare. And yeah, I will be reading this one. I don't know when. Just like all the books in my TBR pile, I don't know when I will get to them. And now I'm going to show you some of the interior artworks inside this. This is the beginning of the first chapter, and this is the first interior artworks. I'm going to show you the second one now. Oh, what is this? This is creepy. I think this is a rhinoceros. So yeah. And for the rest of the interior artworks, I think you will have to find out for yourself. I mean, I also do not want to spoil myself, because I do want to read this book, especially after finding out that there is a lot of interior artworks inside it. And then the next self-published fantasy book I got is A Conspiracy of Ravens by Stephen Hubbard. This is the first book in the Codex of Wretches and Kings, and I don't know much about The Conspiracy of Ravens, but I accepted this after the author actually told me that it is okay if I never even get to this book. He just wanted to send it to me because he appreciates my channel. So yeah, that's really nice of him, and I couldn't say no to that. But on the fortunate side, this book actually got a blurb praises from Christopher Rocchio, the author behind the Sun Eater series, and this is what he said. The Conspiracy of Ravens is a grim tableau of conspiracy, murder, and magic. Hubbard paints in shades of grey, but always seems to know which are the darker ones. And I have a feeling that this is a grim dark fantasy, so yeah, make sure to check this one out if you love grim dark fantasy. But again, I could be wrong. I haven't read this book. So that's all the self-published fantasy books that I got this month, and now there are only 5 books remaining on this video. I'm going to show you the next one, and it is a book I received from the author and also the publisher, and it is something that I'm super excited about. It is Sons of Darkness by Gaurav Mohanty. This is the first book in the Songs of Rata. I don't know how to pronounce that. I have featured Sons of Darkness in one of my early SFF Spotlight video, and since then quite a few people have picked it up and loved it very much. And they, some of them actually asked me whether I have actually read this one. No, I haven't. But now that I own this book, I will make sure to read this next month. Yeah, this will be a high priority in August. The author has mentioned that he is very much inspired by A Song of Ice and Fire when he crafted this novel, and this is his attempt to revitalize the fantasy genre in India. So this is, according to the author and the publisher, I think, this is the first grimdark fantasy novel in India. So this is something ambitious, and I definitely will have to read this one, especially because it's been quite a while since I read grimdark fantasy, and I've been itching to get back to it. Also, this is such a gorgeous looking book, especially for a paperback. Look at the cover art done by Michaela Alcaino. Yeah, this is such a pretty cover art. I love it so much. But the author also include a frontispiece. Look. It's so beautiful, right? And hey, if you take a look at this, the author actually assigned the book to me and Chocoboy. So yeah, that's a plus for him, okay? Chocoboy got the book mail. Not only the frontispiece is fully colored, but also the map, which I think the author did himself, is also illustrated. See? I look forward to reading this one next month, and I will most likely do a dedicated book review for the Sons of Darkness next month. And speaking of dark fantasy, I got 2 graphic novels, and they are both an adaptation of one of my favorite video games of all time, and they are Bloodborne. Yeah, so thank you so much to Will from Titan Comics for sending me a copy of Bloodborne, the first volume. This one. This is the first volume of Bloodborne. It's titled The Death of Sleep. And also this is the third volume, Song of Crows. I definitely think The Death of Sleep is a better book, and Song of Crows is so much more confusing and bizarre, and I think only a few people will actually really love A Song of Crows. And now we have only 2 books left on this book haul video, and both of them are special editions. And of course the first one is the one that I got from the Broken Binding. It is The Ninth Reign. Yeah, it is The Ninth Reign by Jen Williams, the first book in the Winnowing Flame trilogy, one of my favorite trilogy of all time. It makes me super happy. Seriously, it makes me super happy that Jen Williams finally got a hardcover edition for the Winnowing Flame trilogy. It has been a long time coming. This trilogy is incredible. If you love animal companions, if you love spectacular and unique world building, you will have to check this one out. And of course, this edition looks pretty. This is the spray edges. It's red. And you have to check out the naked hardcover. Also, this is the end paper. And now I'm going to show you the naked hardcover. Ta-da! Wow, right? Super, super stunning. Look at that. Look at the silver. It's so pretty. This is the back. Nice. It looks super nice. This is actually one of the best editions that the Broken Binding has done so far. But I will have to say that I'm kind of sad that the last pages of this book is, well, it's broken. Take a look at this. Now, this is something super painful. I'm going to tell you, it's something super painful, okay? See? It's ripped. When I got it, it looked like this. But you know what? Mistakes happen, and I got this for free anyway, so I'm not complaining. But yeah, it kind of makes me sad that this book is broken. I don't think this is the Broken Binding fault. Their packaging has always been super nice, so this is probably a fault in the production. And again, I got this for free. I don't have any rights to complain too much about it. So yeah, thank you so much to Broken Binding for sending me this one, and I hope that the next book in the series for the Broken Binding edition arrive to my place safely in a perfect condition, just like the past books. And finally, the last book on this list is for the Illumicrate Book of the Month for the month of June, which arrived this month. The name of the box is Fight for Your Future. See, this is the name of the box. And July's theme will be Into Deep. And I think I have an idea what the book is, but I will have to see. I will have to receive the book first before I confirm that. But anyway, this will be the end of the second term of me collaborating with Illumicrate. And I will also be doing another term of collaborating with Illumicrate. So that makes an entire year. That means I will be doing an entire year of being a rep for Illumicrate. But for this box, as usual, before I show you the book, I will show you all the stuff that I got inside this box first. And the first one, and this is probably the most exciting one for me, because this is a bookend of Jade City. Yeah, on my honor, my life, and my Jade. Seriously, this looks super good. I will be using it for sure on my bookshelf. And yeah, of course there are 2 of them. See? I love it. I love it so much. I think this one looks really nice. And the bookend is Janloon bookends is actually done by Stacey McAvoy. Inspired by Jade City, these eye-catching bookends are a great addition to any bookshelf. And then I also got LA Institute Library book jacket with artwork by Pao Hami. This is stunningly depicted by Pao Hami. This officially licensed book jacket is inspired by the Dark Artifices. So this is similar to the Hobbit one that I got from Illumicrate from my first collaboration with them. So yeah, this looks awesome. And then I got a Planet is Beautiful passport cover, which I will be using for sure, because this one is inspired by A Close and Common Orbit by Becky Chambers. Wayfarers is a slice of life science fiction series, and yeah, look at this passport holder. It's so beautiful. This is this looks plain on the inside, but this is the front. The planet was beautiful, the planet was horrible, the planet was full of people, and they were beautiful and horrible too. This one is designed by Ellie Oldfield. Looking to travel off-planet or have an earthbound getaway, you will be needing this passport cover inspired by A Close and Common Orbit. And the last item that I got inside this box is a Hidden Promises mug with artwork by Rosie Thorns 88. This is a papercraft mug inspired by Girls of Paper and Fire. I have so many mugs from Illumicrate now, and they all look so pretty. I haven't used any of them. As for the book, I got We All Fall Down by Rose Zabo. So yeah, this one looks super pretty. Yeah, it's beautiful. And this is the spray. Wow, it's so nice, right? But I have to say though, this book, I haven't done a lot of research on it, but this book on Goodreads has one of the lowest average rating that I've seen so far. I think this book could be problematic. So if you want to attempt reading this book, I highly recommend you to check out the reviews first. As always, make sure to check out Illumicrate website, and you can use my code Petrik5 for a discount for their 3 months and 6 months subscription. And I highly recommend you to check them out, especially if they have an opening for a subscription box. Because the next 4 months, I think the books in the next 4 months will be amazing. And of course, make sure to check out the Broken Binding website too and check whether they have an opening for their box or not. So yeah, that's it for today's book haul video. Do let me know which books interest you the most and which books have you read here and which one that you enjoyed. And again, do remind me that I will be doing a book ban challenge starting from today. As always, thank you so much for watching and thank you for your support. Bye bye. Lastly, I want to say thank you so much once again to all my patrons who keep on supporting me. Your support means a lot to me.